It has been a minute. What's up, Dark Angel 13? What's going on, everybody? Everybody out there? Welcome, welcome. Let's give everyone a minute or three to join in, and then we'll let the festivities begin. I'm doing good, thank you. So many people who need you in their life. Well, I don't know about that. Maybe the message. All right. Is porn cheating? That's the question. That's the question that we always ask here. Is porn cheating? I think I'm getting sick. I hate this. I hate this for me. I don't want to be sick, especially during the holidays. Yeah, I know what you meant. Be boring. Be boring. Be boring. It's a good message, though, right? Not watching pornography and masturbating generally yields better results. You hate that for me too. Thank you so much. I've been battling a lot of ailments this past week, so my TikTok lives have not been as much as I would like. Brandon, what's going on? There he is. He is here. What's up, Brandon? How's it going, man? Like and share the live, people, if you would. If you like my content, and also give me a follow if you like my content. If you don't, I don't like your content either. Just kidding. I've never seen your content. It probably sucks. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Your content's great. Unless it's porn, then it sucks. Everybody should create content. That's my unpopular opinion of the day. Just create content. Get a camera and post something. Just post it. Is watching a video made with your partner cheating? Well, I think the better question is, why are you watching the video that you made with your partner? What is going on in your life to where that's your option? Any micro center fans out there? Phoenix just open. All right. I need to oh no, don't go away. It means we're both freaky. Welcome, everybody. We're just getting started here. It's been a minute. Give me a follow if you don't follow me already. We're here to ask the question, is porn cheating? Is porn cheating? Is it cheating to masturbate while watching strangers have sex? Can people join the live for discussion? Yes, absolutely they can join the live for discussion. Why don't you go ahead and request? Let me put the request button up there. All right. Is it there now? Give me one second, though. For those of you who are requesting, I'm doing something. I reset up my computer, and I need to get the chat on the YouTube stream. So 1 second, please. Why do men not understand? My ex was an addict for 3 years. I know my shit. It's awful when you're happy. It makes you feel like you're not enough. My ex was addicted and it broke me. Sorry. You guys are going through that. Send them this live. Just might change their life, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't know them. Do they want their life to be changed? Some people do. Some people don't. All right. Quote of the day that I heard this morning. Quote of the day is, a person will believe what they discover for themselves. A person will believe what they discover for themselves. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. They have to drink the water and discover it themselves in order to believe that it's a better path. Hey there, what's going on? Are you there? Burning bird. It might be a me problem. I don't think it is. You there? Hello. Hello? Burning bird, you there? I heard a little grumble. When I tell my boyfriend it makes me insecure, he says, don't talk about stuff you don't understand. Why is that guy your boyfriend, Roman? Why? Why? What? Huh? When I tell my boyfriend it makes me insecure, he says, don't talk about stuff you don't understand. Oh my gosh. I have so many questions. First one being, why are you with that person? I got to join here on my backup account to see if it might get weird for a second, okay? Just hold on. Hello, can I hear me? Hello, can I hear me now? Do you guys hear me talking on this one? Right here, do you hear me here? Do you guys hear that, chat? You guys hear it? Okay, all right, cool, so it wasn't me. All right, so many questions. So many questions. All right, let's get a guest on. Like and share the live. Give me a follow if you guys don't follow me already. If you like my content, if you don't like my content, no problem. Don't follow me. Or do. That's such an interesting perspective and such an interesting question or statement, Roman. When I tell my boyfriend it makes me insecure, he says, don't talk about stuff you don't understand. Look, I don't know who you are. I don't know anything about you. But that reveals a lot about a person. What you're saying, presumably, is something like, I don't like this. It hurts me. Don't do it anymore. And he's saying like, nah, you don't know what hurts you. I know what hurts you. I know what's good for you. Careful with that. Careful with that. Be careful with that. My ex was insecure when I wanted to go out and wear something nice while he was watching porn every other day. Complete dismissal of feelings. Yeah, that's no bueno, as they would say in Mexico. Does host think masturbation is cheating? No, host does not think that. Host thinks that if you're in a committed monogamous relationship with another person and you've said something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul, till death do us part, if you deviate from that, whether it's using another person on a screen or otherwise in person, that would be cheating because you've gone against the agreement in the relationship, which is commitment, monogamy. I'm putting my eyes on you and you only. If you're putting them somewhere else, you are not adhering to your part of the agreement. How do I know? Well, I got this job for a reason. I watched a lot of porn. Cheated on my wife. Worst thing ever. It was devastating to my wife. And finally, I had to come to the awareness that this is not a good way to be in a relationship. It is not a good way to be in a relationship, to be sneaking around, hiding pornography, masturbating, to try to find cheap dopamine, to get a little bit of pleasure when you got to beautiful, loving wife, partner right next to you that you can actually risk knowing and letting them know you. It is risky to love. Why do people turn to pornography? Because it's much easier. It requires nothing of you. Pornography requires nothing of you. Being in an actual relationship with a person requires a lot from you to be desirable, to be seen and known and loved. It's very hard, but it's worth it. Let's bring a guest on. Hello.
Hello,
How's it going?
I'm good.
Good. Are you 18 or over?
Sorry?
Are you 18 or over?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is porn cheating?
Yeah, I think porn is cheating. And I think even if you're in a relationship or even single, I think porn is just bad and that it just has negative effects overall and even worse effects if you're in a relationship. I think it's just harmful. It just creates like unrealistic standards. And it also leads to addictive behaviors for men. And those addictive behaviors lead to, them having negative emotions, shame, anger, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you been in a relationship with somebody who watches porn?
Yeah, I was with someone that had that issue.
Hmm. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was the worst thing finding out and realizing that a lot of the issues in our relationship were stemming from that.
Hmm. Yeah. So what did you do when you found out about it?
Um, I was just, like all angry and went through the whole betrayal trauma. And I eventually ended up leaving him.
Hmm. How long has it been?
It's been like 3 years.
Oh, wow. Have you dated since then?
No,
Got it. If
because
you
like I
were,
feel like we just live in like a world now where like everything is just so digital, and nowadays it's very rare to find someone that doesn't watch porn, or not even just the porn, but then it turns into being addicted to things that they see on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. It's just an endless cycle.
Mhm. So, so is that a fear that you have if you were to get into a relationship again, that you'll just always have to deal with it?
Yeah.
Got it. What else is
How long
possible?
have you been on your journey from um, being free from that?
Yeah, about 8.5 years. I was introduced to pornography around 11 or 12 years old. Used it for about 20 years until I was 32.
Wow.
And I got married at 26, and it escalated into physically cheating, which was a path that I never thought that I would take, and finally came to the realization that this is not a good path in life or in marriage, to raise a family. And so had to come to terms with the fact that this is not helpful. And it was devastating to my wife and my family, as you can imagine. But there is hope and possibility out there. Most guys, most men, in my experience, they actually deep down know that it's a problem and they don't want to be doing it, but they don't see or know the path out. And having that awareness is one. You got to have an awareness to say, I want to change something, and then have the humility
Hmm.
to say, okay, I don't have this figured out. I need to unlearn some things and relearn some things in order to be a healthier man going forward. That's hard to do. How old are you?
I'm 24.
25? Um, so here's the thing: is there's like assuming you're wanting to be in a relationship someday. Is that fair?
Oh yeah, no, I 100% do, but I just feel like I'm just trying to still heal from everything that I went through, and trying to even rewire my brain from the trauma that I went through, and
Totally.
trying to not paint men with one brush that they're all like that. But unfortunately, we do live in society where out of 10 men, I would say maybe 7 or 8 of them are going to have a porn addiction or some kind of negative impact with porn.
Yeah. Well, that's not a feeling. That's actually pretty accurate to what the data suggests. Danielle, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, unfortunately, that is a reality. And so, in great awareness and even just identifying that, right? But it doesn't stop there. There's, I like to say I joke, but I'm also not really joking. First date, first 5 minutes of conversation with somebody, talk about porn. Where are you at with porn, right? And again, most guys, so you're in your mid 20s, most guys in your demographic were exposed by the age of 13 and probably earlier than that.
100%. Yeah, that's another thing too, is my age group of people is that, yeah, they're even more exposed to it
Yeah.
younger, because it's just that digital age, and it's just so accessible, and there's micro porn in everything. Like I said, micro porn in TikTok, micro porn in Instagram, Facebook, everything, and algorithms, and how it targets men and how it further feeds into their negative things that they're engaging with that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I think that's part of the journey for someone like you who's been betrayed by it and burned by it in the past, especially at such a young age, is you can, I'm not saying you didn't say this, but it's like you can take the orientation of, all right, you know what, screw it. All men are terrible. They're all going to be in this boat. They're all going to watch porn. There's no hope. But that's a limited way to look at dating and life, right? Instead, how can we, and again, I'm not suggesting it's easy or trivial, but have the authenticity to have conversations with your partner, prospective partner, to create a foundation of trust right from the get-go. And I would say it is possible. It's uncommon, very uncommon. Like you got this guy H in the chat, who's keyboard warrior, probably won't come on here. But I'd love to chat with them, H, if you want to talk. They think they're so right in their beliefs. It's like, oh, porn's not a problem. Okay, well, it is a problem. And anybody who denies that it's a problem, it's like you're just lying to yourself. It's not, oh, H is a woman. Even better. Come on and chat, H. Let's chat. To think that it's normal or common, sorry, it is common. To think it's normal to sit in a room alone and masturbate while watching other people have sex through a pane of glass is interesting, to say the best. It's like, why are you doing that, right? A man without a purpose or vision in life distracts himself with pleasure. And many men who struggle with pornography have a deep-seated loneliness, or they're not really going anywhere in life. And it takes one to know one. I was in that boat myself. So thank you for sharing. Don't give up hope. All right. Bye-bye. All right. What's up, chat? What's up, chat? W's in the chat for our first guest, RM. Got a midday live going on. If you guys are new here to my channel, my name is Austin. I'm a porn and sex addiction recovery coach for men, as well as a betrayal trauma healing coach for women. I have groups that meet on either Tuesday evenings or Wednesday afternoons, depending on what part of the country or world you're in. If you're looking to heal through the devastation of betrayal and or figure out why you struggle with pornography and you want to stop, NoFap won't work. NoFap will not work. It's a great effort. It's a great attempt at trying to heal from this, but it's just not going to work. Not doing something is not how you become free from it. You got to do something different instead. And more importantly with this is get to the root of the issue. Why are you watching pornography in the first place? When did that start? When did that start? Charlie Kirk's long lost brother. I don't know about that. I don't think it's cheating physically, but mentally, in a sense, yes. Some people can handle it and some people can't, like fun juice. Well, H, think about it like this, okay? I will not argue with you that some people think that they have a handle on it. Many people do think that. However, it reveals a lot about how you view people. Do you view people as objects to consume? Pornography is or using pornography is reducing people down to just their sexual value and saying, I'm going to selfishly take from you without caring at all about you as a person. And so whether you think you can handle it or not, just put that question aside for a second. How do you view people? Are people objects for you to pleasure yourself to? Or are they fully dignified human beings that deserve dignity, honor, and respect? And I would just say, if you truly, fully dignify people and honor them and respect them, you wouldn't masturbate at them. Oh, look at that person. Look at that part on her. Look at that part on him. I'm going to start masturbating right now. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. So pornography is the objectification of other people for your selfish sexual pleasure. And by the way, I won't shame or condemn you for being in that boat. I used pornography for 20 years as well. And if it might actually still be there. Go look up the word contempt in the dictionary. You might see a picture of me. Contempt is thinking that we're better than other people, looking down on other people. That's what we're doing when we're engaging in pornography. It's like, oh man, I am better than this person. I'm just going to take from this person because they are below me. H doesn't have a lot to say to that. How fascinating. How fascinating. All right, let's get another guest on here. Can you join here? Yeah, Big John. Give me a second. Hey there, what's going on?
Hi. So I'm like a 30-year-old woman, and I kind of agree with this and disagree. I don't think it is cheating. I discussed this with my exes, and it just kind of comes up. If I know you feel like it's kind of degradation, like towards people, but I mean, I think it depends on the person that's doing that. For example, I read certain books about this, and it's kind of like characters are different. For example, I pick like a silly celebrity like Paris Hilton. Am I gonna degrade her because of her silly character? I'm not. Like it's kind of like that. People are beautiful, our bodies are beautiful, and you kind of have to consider that into some minds that are like consuming this. I kind of agree with you that it can't be used, or it can be used to be hurtful, especially if it's to be used for comparison. It would be really hurtful, and a relationship can get lost through that. But I think not all the time.
Got it. Do you watch porn?
Yeah,
Okay.
I read it too.
And you read it. Are you
Yes.
married?
No, for the past 2 years I've been single.
Got it. Okay. Why do you watch it? What are you looking for when you're watching it?
Just relationships. I mean, like I'm not going out there and dating. Like softness, I guess, in certain views. You know, you go to the mall. I mean, not to the mall, to the supermarket, and you're trying to find bananas. I guess you're gonna look for some firm bananas type shit. I don't know what to tell you.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm using a comparison. Like I'm gonna go shopping for some fruit like oranges. I'm not gonna go to the grocery store and like smash them all up. I'm just gonna look for some that I like. It's the same thing with books and videos.
Would you ever take a
I'm not
banana on a date?
addicted. I mean, I don't think I'm sorry.
Would you ever take a banana on a date?
I mean, if I wanted to, yeah. I mean, I'm comparing fruit to man. I would
Yeah.
take you on a date. You're reducing yourself to your banana in this concept.
What?
Yeah, it's like I'm comparing. I'm trying not to be so forward with my comparison, but you're asking why I read and watch these videos. The same thing.
What do
I'm trying
you?
to
Can you
explain
guys
to
hear me
you.
better now? Is that a little better? I don't want it to be too loud, but thank you. Is that
Like I
better?
would take
Is that
you on a
better?
date. Is that what you're asking? You want me to reduce you to your banana? That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not
Okay.
asking. I'm not asking if
Then
you want to
I'll
take me on a
say
date.
you are
Yeah.
wearing nice clothes. I assume that your channel is very nice because of the headphones and the portrayal that you have of your face. I mean, you took time to groom yourself, right? Your background is really soft. I mean, it's just grooming.
Got it. I mean, there's a reason why we watch pornography. When I ask you that question, you said you're actually looking for a relationship.
I'm not at the moment.
Oh, you're not. Okay. But didn't you say that before?
No, I said I've been in relationships where this topic comes up. You can feel sad for me. It's okay. I'm not looking for a relationship at the moment, but eventually I will.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me okay now? Hello? Hello? Yeah, she was a little echoey. We'll see if the next person's a little better. And welcome everybody. It's good, doing a daytime live. I don't always do these, but it's good to have all the regulars here, or many regulars here. Caitlin, what's going on? Trina, Danielle was here, and Boo Bear, are you still there? That's a name I haven't seen in a long time. This is the daytime show. The daytime show. Give me a follow if you guys don't follow me already. If you like my content. If you don't like my content, follow me anyways. Come back and argue with the people in my comments sometime.
Hey,
Weather
how you doing?
Mercury, good to see you. Hey, what's up, man?
All right. Is porn cheating? I would say yeah, for sure.
Okay. Why is that?
The technology of porn nowadays is getting crazier and crazier now, and it's just like it's visually hijacking your brain now with VR and all that stuff. So it's like putting you in that reality where it's like a simulated sex experience where, and especially if you have a partner, you have to hide it, you have to secret and all that stuff. It's kind of like lying to your partner as well too.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it. But
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
for sure, porn is cheating.
Yeah.
opinion.
Got it. Do you watch porn?
Yeah, I did, but I'm 3 months clean now, thank God.
Let's
Kinda
go. W's in the chat for Big Johnny O.
Yeah, I'm trying to quit that nonsense, man, because it does ruin relationships. People don't know about that. Maybe some relationships they like to incorporate that stuff, but I think most of the time people like to do it in secrecy, privacy.
Mm-hmm.
So
So why-
it's kind of like it's digitally cheating, not
Yeah.
physically, but emotionally.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Got it. All right. So why did you decide to stop watching porn?
I think it probably was one of the reasons why the relationship kind of messed up a little bit. One small factor, because I feel like it does ruin a relationship in the long term.
So you realized that it was negatively impacting your relationship.
Yep.
Got it. And are you still in that relationship?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I
You're
think
not in
that's
the
one of the
relationship
factors.
anymore, and you still don't want to watch porn.
Hell no. And I'm
Hell
kind of
no.
glad they put the the ID stuff in it, so kind of like a one-step barrier of you
Yeah.
getting into that website. So
Yeah. Can I ask you how old you are?
29.
29. And when did you start watching porn?
Long time, man. I think middle school, man.
How were you first exposed to it?
I remember. It probably started with images. Oh, now I remember. I have a funny story about that. I think it was like probably 6, maybe 7, around there.
Really? You were
Um,
6 or 7? Did you do that?
yeah,
Is that a joke?
No. That was a real thing. That's a serious thing. But
Yeah.
no, we're just the boys. We're all chilling upstairs on the computer. And just hey, guys, check this out.
Yeah.
And then look up some images over time, and then it goes down the rabbit hole after that.
Totally. That's young, man. That's young.
But
Um,
that's how it started. But it wasn't like
yeah,
crazy until like middle school.
yeah. What happened in middle school?
Um, just watching.
Hmm. How often did you watch it?
Not often. Like this probably once a week, twice a week at the time. Like, oh, it's
Hmm.
pretty cool.
Hmm.
You like, do your little jack off session. You're like, oh wow, this is amazing. And throughout high school, and I think I caught myself in college. Like, yo, this is actually killing my time because time will fly by so fast. You're like, damn, it'll catch up to you too.
Yeah, totally,
So then when I
totally.
start getting older and maturing and realizing like this is a waste of time, you get older and older and realize, damn, I'm still jacking off to this nonsense.
Yeah, still hiding, going and masturbating in secret, and thinking that I'm
Hmm.
actually accomplishing something. What? So you've been away from it for about 3 months now. What's been the hardest part of that? Letting it behind.
I think it's just when you're bored. I think I thought catch myself bored. I need to get out of the house. So I think what really helped me was my grandma said I was like, hey, you're getting a little chunky there. So once I start hitting the gym, that's it. I didn't want to look back at that stuff anymore.
Uh huh. So realizing that there's a much bigger world out there that you can go explore, as opposed to
Definitely, definitely. And what I
just.
did notice after quitting is like I connect with people a little bit better.
Hmm.
Actually look into their eyes and see their souls better.
Mm,
It's a different perspective once you stop
totally.
looking at that stuff.
Yeah, because that's for sure what we're not doing when we're using pornography is actually caring about a person and looking into their heart and what's going on for them.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you explored like childhood trauma or anything like that you might have experienced as it relates to
Uh,
this?
let's see. It might be. I think it was an escape. I think that's what I used it for.
Uh-huh.
Stress, work stress, life.
Yeah. Yeah. A man without a purpose or vision in life distracts himself with pleasure.
Hmm.
Yeah. What do you do for a living?
I'm in IT.
You're in IT.
Yeah.
That's a great place to find porn is when you're in IT.
Yep.
Been there. Yeah. Yeah. What would you say to a younger version of yourself if you were to bring this awareness to him?
If I had to catch myself, I would say, hmm, time is too precious. Get the real thing.
Time is too precious. Get the real thing. And what I make of that is not necessarily that it's about sex, but go have an actual intimate relationship with another person.
Hmm.
Learn about what you desire and what another person desires so that you can actually develop intimacy. Porn requires nothing of you. It requires nothing of you. We are subverting the whole dating, relationship, intimacy process when we just go for the goal or what we think is the goal, as opposed to learning about another person. And that's why it kills intimacy because
It
you
does.
literally can't have intimacy with pornography. It's not a thing. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. And if that's how you've got your relationship wired with sex and what romance is supposed to be, go try to then be with a person in real life. It's just, you're not going to know how to do it.
It's a whole world difference too.
Whole world difference. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for sharing, man.
No, no problem, man. Take it easy out there.
All right, you too. See ya. W's in the chat for that guy. What was his name? Johnny? I love this button right here. Hey, H, come on and chat, man. And you said you don't want to use a camera. Well, good news, you don't have to. None of the guests so far today have used a camera. So what's your next excuse? Question mark. Hmm? Hmm? Hey there, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Is porn cheating?
So, at first, I actually did not believe that porn was
I can't
cheating.
hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. So, at first, I did not believe that porn was cheating until I had an experience with an ex-partner that we had to break up because of a porn addiction. So, I got with this guy, and he actually convinced me to believe that watching porn was something that men regularly take in and other people regularly take in. it got to the point where he convinced me to watch it while we were having sexual intercourse.
Hmm.
And I thought that was normal. And then I did not know that on OnlyFans you can talk to the content creators and send messages. Well, one day something told me to go through his phone, and he wasn't talking to girls from our city or where we lived in. No, he was sending explicit photos to other girls and having conversations with them.
He was sending photos to them.
Yes.
Ah,
And then that's when I was like, this is cheating. This is wrong. I don't care if you know who this person is or not in person. But this is affecting my image and how I view myself.
yeah.
So I ended up having to cut him off.
Hmm.
And just I never watched porn before him. Now, I will be honest, I had adult toys for myself, but he convinced me, like, hey, let's watch it, let's do this. And then I also realized that in bed, he expected so much from me, and I was like, I can't do all that. So, yes, I do believe porn is cheating.
Yeah. So he had brought the unrealistic expectations that pornography offers into the bedroom and was expecting you to do things that are not actually real things that you wanted to have in your relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And, what we look at affects our desire. You wonder why people, I'm not just saying to men here, right? People who watch pornography, why they want to do certain things, because they're seeing it in pornography. Up to 88% of porn scenes depict acts of physical aggression or violence. There's been studies on this now where young people who don't have a lot of experience with sex are wanting to go straight to violent, aggressive things in the bedroom. Why is that? Because they're seeing that in pornography from a very young age, and it imprints on their brain. Hello, Whitney. Good to see you. W's in the chat for Whitney.
And now that you mentioned that, that was a big issue. I would tell him, stop being so rough. I don't like that. It hurts.
Yeah.
And I mean, we were both young. I was young. I'm 24 and he's 25. And we lasted for 2 years, and I had to end it because it was always, focused on porn and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, and again, it started somewhere, right? And so what people do, what men do in this case, is we see what happens in pornography, and then we think that that's what's supposed to happen in the bedroom without asking our partner, what are you wanting? How can we create something here that we both like, that is mutually giving and receiving? Instead, it's, I saw this in porn from this porn performer who very well may have been on drugs or intoxicated or not wanting to be there against his or her will. And, let's go do that. Well, spoiler alert, that's not real intimacy. That's not intimacy at all. That's just porn. It's fake. It's synthetic intimacy.
Yeah, and it just, I feel like it sets the bar for very high expectations from your partner. When you got to think about it, in porn, they're most likely taking breaks. They're not doing they're not having sex for an hour straight. They're having to take breaks, and I don't know. I just believe 100% it's cheating. It brings out high expectations that you're probably not going to be able to meet. And
Yeah, totally. Well, I'm sorry you went through that.
well, I'm out of it, so I'm glad.
Yeah, totally. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right, H is here. H wants to chat. By the way, I'm a coach. I do one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching, both for men who are wanting to break free from pornography and become healthier men, as well as women who are going through the devastation of betrayal trauma. If you want to join our community, you can go to the link in my bio and schedule a call with me, private call. I'd love to chat. H, what's going on?
Hi. Am
You
I
figured it
echoing?
out. I don't hear an echo, no.
Okay, it's windy too.
Okay, are you 18 or over?
Yeah, I'm 33.
33. I'm 67. Just kidding. Not
No, you're
67. Not 67. I'm 40. I'm an old man. All right, is porn cheating?
No,
No, it's not. Okay, why is that?
it's not real.
It's not real. Okay. What do you mean?
it's not real. There's like if you watch something on TV, it's not like you're not actually with that person unless you're completely delusional.
Got it. Yeah, there's a analogy that people tell me a lot, like, "Oh, is watching war movies killing?" Well, no, because it's not real. In porn, the difference is somebody actually got. Dang it! I don't know where my bleep out button is. The sex is actually happening in porn. It is real
Yeah, but
people
I'm
doing
not
real
involved
acts.
in it.
You're not involved in it. Got it. Are you in a relationship
Yes.
with a man?
Yeah, I'm married to a man 13 years.
Okay, got it. Does he watch porn also?
Um, I would assume that he does. I encourage him to.
You encourage him to, and you assume he does, but you don't know that he does?
He's more private and more reserved than me, but I encourage it. I think it's perfectly healthy. I think it's great to have your alone time. You learn your body better when you're having alone time, and I don't think watching anything is going to hurt anything because we have such a healthy, strong sex life that's way better than anything on the screen, anyways.
Got it. If your sex life is so healthy and strong, why do you use other people for sex?
What do you mean use other people? I don't use other people.
I thought you said you watch pornography.
Well, sometimes, yeah, I enjoy it.
Okay, so if your sex
Or I
life with your
read, if I
husband
read
is
a
so
book or
strong,
whatever.
why do you use other people for your sex life?
It's not for my sex life. It's
What's
just
it for?
to spark imagination.
Sexual imagination?
Sure.
Okay, so you're using other people that
When
aren't
you're
your
alone,
husband.
I mean, you need a little something to get you going.
Got it. So when you're alone, you need to use other people that aren't your husband to get you going?
I could use my husband, but I don't think there's anything wrong with watching something else or
Got it.
thinking about something else. It's not cheating.
It's not cheating. What did you said you're married, you got married 13 years ago and you were 20 years old. What did you guys say to each other on your wedding day?
The typical for better, we got married at the courthouse, whatever they read.
Does it
We
have
repeated
something to
it.
do with I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul, something like that?
I don't think so.
Well,
I think
that's
it
the
was like,
typical vows.
I, so and so, take you to be my lawfully wedded husband for better, for worse, sickness and in health, till death do us part.
Got it. And was there an expectation of monogamy in those vows?
Yeah.
Okay. What does monogamy mean to you?
It means having one partner.
Okay.
One person that I love in the way that I love my husband. I don't love anybody else other than my husband, and he doesn't love anybody else other than me.
Got
Nobody
it.
on a screen is going to change that.
Got it. Do you think in a monogamous relationship, when you love only your partner, that you should also be looking at other people naked?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's whole civilizations where people don't wear clothes.
That's not what we're talking about. Do you masturbate while you watch porn?
Yeah.
All right, so
I
you
don't
you
watch
masturbate.
porn
So do you think in
just
a
to watch
committed
porn.
monogamous relationship you should masturbate while watching other people have sex?
I think you can. I think it's fine. I think masturbation is perfectly healthy. I think it's,
I'm not talking about masturbation by itself. I'm talking about masturbating while watching other people have sex that aren't your husband.
there's nothing wrong with that. I don't care about those people. They mean nothing.
That's the problem. That's the problem. You don't care about them. They're just objects to you for your
Yeah.
sexual pleasure. And that's very revealing. Look at how easily and quickly you're dismissing them. I don't care about them.
Yeah, but so that's why I don't consider it cheating because they mean absolutely nothing to me.
Well, they mean enough to you to masturbate to them.
So I also masturbate with my husband.
Okay. When does cheating become cheating in your perspective?
When you pursue a relationship with somebody,
When you pursue a relationship with somebody. Got it.
even if you're not even in another relationship, if you ask somebody out on a date, or you show interest in somebody, or you're having really long, intimate conversations with people that aren't your other person, that's what I think is cheating.
Got it. Would you say you're showing interest in the people who you're masturbating to on the screen?
No.
No. What are you doing then?
Putting myself in their position and enjoying it and taking notes for later for when I'm with my husband.
Got it. Do you think that if somebody's married in a committed relationship, if they ask another person for nude images or videos, that would be cheating?
If you know the person, yes.
Okay. What if you don't know the person? Like if you just walk up to a stranger and they're like, "Hey, could I have a nude or a video of you?" Would that be cheating?
No, because you're meeting face to face, so you do know that person.
What if it's on the internet?
If you don't know them, no.
Got it. So if it's anonymous in your orientation,
I'm not saying like, okay, so like if you go into a chat room or whatever and you find someone and say, "Hey, I want," you're starting that connection with somebody. That is completely different than watching a completely disconnected video where you don't know these people. You'll never meet these people. You'll never speak a sentence to them.
got it. Got it. So if it's anonymous, if you're anonymously using another person who you don't know, that's okay. But if you know the person, then it's not okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Fascinating. Fascinating. Do you believe that a woman's body place or body place, a woman's body should be a marketplace to be bought and sold?
I'm not sure I understand what you mean. I mean, if women or men, because men do it too, that's if that's what they want to sell, that's their choice.
Got it.
I do
And
think that the age should probably be raised for people because I think 18 is too young. But yeah.
got it. And why do you participate in that economy?
I mean, I don't pay for any of it.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, maybe ads or whatever.
You may not pay for it with your dollars, but you certainly pay for it.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong if people make that choice and that's what they want to do, then they can do that.
Got it. What do you do?
I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Got it.
Very normal life. White picket fence, blue collar,
Mm-hmm.
happily married, be married till the day I die.
Mm-hmm. What age did you start watching porn?
Young.
How young?
The internet was different back then. So it was like you had to download it. I don't know what age. Middle school.
So 13 or so, 12, 13?
Yeah, ish. Or younger.
Got it. Younger, 10, 11 or so? How old are your
Maybe.
kids?
I have a 13-year-old.
Got it. Do you think your kids should watch porn if they don't already?
I don't,
Why?
and I try to have as much control over that as I can.
Why?
because first of all, it's illegal, and I don't think it's okay. And I do feel like I was sexualized at a very young age, and I don't want that for my son. I want him to be a child as long as he can. I'm sure he'll find a way when he wants to at some point. So,
Well, yeah, especially if his parents are using it, he'll probably.
well,
find
he
it.
doesn't know that his parents are using it. I'm not watching it in front of my son. I don't even let him watch movies with nudity. Like that's another question I have. Like, where do you draw the line? Like, if there's a sex scene in a movie, is that cheating?
That's a great question. The question there is, what is porn? A sex scene in a movie, generally speaking, is not pornography. Pornography, I would define as erotic imagery, usually depicting another organ or multiple organs of a person with the erotic intent to arouse. The erotic intent to arouse.
Okay,
And
well,
that there is the
hardcore-
key.
There's hardcore and there's softcore porn. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, you take something
So-
like, and I would say it can be a little subjective. Something like your typical sex scenes in a movie. Take Top Gun Maverick, for example. Sex scene doesn't show a whole lot. There's some artful component to it. I would not say that that's pornography. Take Game of Thrones, for example. I would say that that's absolutely pornography.
so every single person that's watched Game of Thrones is a cheater.
Nope,
If
that's
they
not
were
what I said.
English.
That's not what I said. I said, in my point of view, I think Game of Thrones is pornography.
Do you think porn is cheating?
I think if you're in a committed monogamous relationship with another person and you've said vows, something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul, till death do us part, or otherwise you made a commitment to somebody that they're your person. You are the one who I'm looking at. You are getting my eyes. If you said something like that, and if you deviate from that, whether it's with a person on a screen or otherwise, I think you've gone against the agreement and you're therefore cheating.
So, did you watch Game of Thrones?
I watched a couple episodes and I was like, nah, this isn't for me. And this is even when I was watching pornography. But I just didn't
watch
like the
Game of
show.
Thrones.
Yeah.
But I would, if you could repeat what you said about that vow that you said about loving mind, body.
hmm
Can you repeat that?
If you're in a committed monogamous relationship with another person and you've said something like, maybe not literally these words, but something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul, till death do us part. If you deviate from that commitment or agreement, whether it's using a person on a screen or otherwise, you've gone against the agreement and you're therefore cheating. Or simply put, if you're saying, I love you, you're my person, and then you use other people, I think you've broken that agreement.
But the whole key word in there is love. Watching something is not love. Being entertained by something is not love.
Do you think
Yeah.
that you're loving your spouse or vice versa when you're masturbating while watching somebody else have sex? Is that a loving act towards your spouse?
I don't think. I mean, does everything I do have to be a loving act to my spouse?
That's not what I asked. I said, do you think it's a loving act to your spouse to masturbate?
No, he's
We're
not
watching
involved
strangers
at
have
all
sex.
in it.
No,
It doesn't
okay.
involve him at all. It's not hateful or loving.
Doesn't involve him at all. You sure about that?
Yeah,
Got it.
I mean, I don't understand how it doesn't make sense.
Well, the question is why. It always goes back to why. Why do we watch pornography? Why do people watch pornography? Usually there's something going on in our heart where we're trying to get a quick fix of dopamine just to feel good for a second, or there's a deeper longing that's drawing us towards lusting after other people, towards consuming other people for our selfish sexual pleasure. And I would say, you probably won't agree with it, but I do think it's taking from the relationship. And, you know, even biologically, simple example is let's just say it's a man. It's a little easier to think about that way. Let's say you masturbate to pornography, and then 2 seconds later, your partner comes home and says, "Hey, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do it." The man would be like, "Oh," in most cases, the man would be like, "Oh, sorry, I can't." Why? Well, because I just got done masturbating to my favorite porn star. Usually, the woman in that case would feel like something was stolen from them, an intimate connection. So in that analogy, he chose to go have a nut, as they say, with some random person on the internet, as opposed to having an intimate connecting time with his partner.
See, I could agree with you on that because if my husband's in the other room, I'll choose him, of course. But he's been out of town a lot. He worked out of town a lot. And you know, people have needs. So like I don't like I'm not an addict. I don't just sit on my screen all day watching it for fun, just for needs. The real thing is way better. My husband is way better, way hotter.
What's
the
the
most
need?
attractive person in the world.
What's the need you're describing?
Sexual needs.
What's the need? Is it to masturbate while watching strangers have sex?
Yeah, I mean just the need for pleasure. It feels good.
Got it. Yeah, well, I think that gets into dangerous territory because what a lot of people think is that there's a need, I need to watch strangers have sex.
I don't need to. Sometimes they don't even have sex.
Got it.
It's about fantasy or whatever.
Got it.
Like, so is masturbation wrong in all senses or
I didn't say it's ever wrong. Have you heard me say that?
so what do you do when you masturbate then?
I don't masturbate.
Okay. Are you celibate?
No, I'm married and I like wait and have enjoy time with my wife.
Okay.
And if she's not home, I can wait 5 minutes or a day.
Can
It's no
can I
problem.
ask a question?
Sure.
And if it's inappropriate, don't answer. But are you having sex often with your wife?
Yeah.
How often?
Yeah. We have a cadence that works well for us. It varies. But yeah, it works well. And if there's times when one of us wants it more or less than another, we'll have a conversation about that. And that's no problem. But what I learned the hard way is that going and trying to get my need met by using another woman on a screen created a wedge between me and my wife. So as opposed to saying vulnerably, "Hey wife, here's what's going on for me beneath the surface," sex is not a need in the sense that, or masturbation, like, you know, one of the classic lines in porn recovery, it's like nobody ever died from not masturbating.
Did
No.
anybody die from masturbating?
Did anybody die from masturbating? I don't
I
know.
mean, I guess in extreme cases that you
Actually,
hear
actually,
horror stories about.
you know, that's an interesting question. Yes, actually, a lot of people have.
If you do it inappropriately,
Yeah, there's
sure.
I shouldn't laugh, but asphyxiation while masturbation is a thing that many people have died from. But
I mean,
technically, it's not the
asphyxiation-
masturbation that is the cause of death. Yeah, I got you.
Asphyxiation isn't used only in masturbation, though.
I know. Yeah, totally.
So,
All right. So what do you think would be,
another thing too that you mentioned is like the whole like favorite. Like, I don't have a favorite. It's just if I need a little something to get me going or some pregame or whatever, something like that. I don't look up anybody by name. I don't know their names. And I mean, I will definitely say that I watch it more than my husband does. He's always ready to go. I'm always ready to go. It hasn't hurt us at all. The only time I would say the only time I was ever upset about it, I was only upset one time, and it wasn't like that it was cheating. But after I had a baby and I couldn't have sex, and, he, was in the bathroom being sneaky. Again, this was over 13 years ago. So that was the only time I was mad. But I understand it now because he had needs that I couldn't fill at the time.
Got
And
it.
he wasn't cheating. He was just having alone time.
With another woman on a screen.
That's not real.
It
She's
is
not
real.
real.
She is real. Am I real? I'm on a screen.
I'm not talking about pregnancy, by the way. I was talking like after I had a C-section, like you have to wait like 6 weeks or whatever it is.
But even then, just notice your solution or his solution was go use another woman who's not me. I would submit to you there's plenty of other solutions to that problem that wouldn't involve using another woman that can maintain faithfulness in the relationship.
I don't think you lose faithfulness.
Well, is it
But,
faithful
like-
to go use another woman for sexual pleasure outside of your relationship?
There's nothing wrong with looking. There's absolutely nothing wrong with looking. If I see a beautiful girl, I say, "Wow, look how beautiful she is," and I show him. And there's nothing wrong.
Acknowledging that other people are beautiful. You're right. There's no problem with that. But you can't help the first look, but you can help the second look. Where does it go after that? Are you then fantasizing, lusting after, or masturbating to? That's very different than acknowledging that somebody is beautiful.
But it doesn't mean anything. I would feel the same way
If it doesn't mean
And-
anything, why do you not want your kids to do it?
because they're underage
Mm.
and it's illegal. They're children. I don't believe in the sexualization of children.
Okay, so that's exactly it. It's because you believe it would sexualize them. You
Yeah,
know
I
that
think the word
pornography
sexualize
sexualizes
enough.
people. It's not because it's illegal. I'm not saying I'm right, but it's not just because it's illegal that you don't want your kids to watch porn. I would imagine you don't want your kids to drink or do drugs either. And it's not because it's illegal. It's because you know it's not good for them.
It has more to do with me with a child looking at adults naked, having sex. He's a child. That's not okay.
Yeah. So then the question is, for you, when does it become okay then to sexualize people?
There's not really like a set answer. And again, I'll have no control over what he does. We all know we got away with everything from our parents. And when he's an adult, he'll be free to do whatever he wants. But I mean, all that I do is make sure he knows the correct anatomy and that he knows he can come to me and he knows about safety. And hopefully he chooses to wait longer than I did. But that's all that I can do.
All right. Thanks for sharing.
Okay.
Bye-bye. W's in the chat for our guest. Welcome, everybody. My name is Austin Hamilton, also known as the Porn Coach. Engaging in conversations where we start with the question, is porn cheating? I'm a coach. I do one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching, both for men who are struggling with unwanted sexual behavior and want to break free from that to be healthier men, as well as for women who are struggling through the devastation of betrayal trauma. If you're interested in joining a coaching group, go to the link in my bio. You can schedule a call. Love to chat with you. If not, give me a follow. Watch what happens here on our live. Hey there, what's going on?
Yo, what's up?
Not much. Is porn cheating?
what sense are we coming from? A religious stance or a regular stance?
I don't understand the question.
All right, so see, I believe if like you're a religious person, to me, of course, it's cheating because God deliberately prohibits it, right? But if you're an atheist and you are open about it, nah, I don't think it's cheating.
Got it. Okay, what if you're an atheist and you have a commitment to monogamy in your relationship?
Yeah, that's possible too. But if both partners are honest about it and they don't mind it, it's not cheating to me.
Yeah, I agree. If you agree that you can use other people for sexual pleasure outside of your relationship, then it wouldn't be cheating because you have an agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look at this. I'm a man of God and I would never, partake in anything like this. I'm waiting till marriage, obviously. But like for the people in the chat, right, saying that cheating through this way doesn't compare to toys, it's the same exact thing to me. I don't know what you think about it, host, but to me, it's the same thing. Using a toy or cheating this way, exactly the same thing. I hold it up to the same standard. So
Yeah, I think it's. Are you 18 or over, by the way?
yeah. I'm 19.
Yeah. All right, cool. I think it's different because when somebody's using a toy, like I wouldn't say toys are inherently bad or wrong, right? Like you're not objectifying another person when you're using a toy. However,
Yeah.
you can still get into lust and fantasy land using a toy and, take away intimacy from your partner if you're instead just using the toy. But I wouldn't say just by definition that using a toy is cheating.
Well, like think about it. They be when they do it, they be thinking about people. So even like imagining another person is crazy, right? Isn't that considered cheating? Like,
Well, and you can do that with or without a toy. The toy is not the issue there, right? The toy
okay, well
is
that's
a
true.
vehicle for, enhancing pleasure. The fantasy question is a whole another question, right?
Yeah.
And so that's where with masturbation, even from a biblical perspective, masturbation gets into dangerous territory, not for the act itself, but for what's going on in the mind if somebody's engaging in masturbation in secret, in replacement for sex with your partner, or with fantasy in mind. It can be problematic.
Yeah. And so do you believe in are you religious at all?
I believe in Jesus. If you
Yep.
want to define that as religious, you can, but I don't.
Yeah, me
I don't
too.
really like the word religious.
Okay, me either. Because I know a lot of people also don't like Christianity because it justifies a lot of horrible things. I agree with you. I believe in Jesus,
And
believe
yeah,
Jesus is my Lord and Savior.
yeah,
But
and a wise man once said, "A man who even looks at a woman with lustful intent has committed adultery with her in his
exactly.
heart."
And I think the same exact way, bro. I think the same exact way. I used to do so many things when I was younger that if you told myself now that I was doing things like that, I would just look at myself like so disappointed. Like ever since, I got closer with God or my relationship with God has gotten really close, I've slowly been healing just like everything just in my life, changing for the better, every single aspect, you know. And like I would just wish people would do the same, you know what I'm saying? Like I can only pray for them,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But nah, I used to think like if you asked my old self when I was younger, I wouldn't consider it cheating at all. And that was my old young-minded self, believing delusional things. But now as I grow up, yeah, of course, bro, it's completely cheating in almost
Mhm.
any sense. Well, personally to me, but I'm saying if as an like if I was to view it in my younger self that was atheist, I would never consider it cheating. I don't know why. Like that's just how it was back then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I think the question that comes to mind is whether or not it's cheating. We can argue and debate that all day long.
Yeah,
But the question for people to ask themselves is, what is the most honoring way to be with your partner?
that's true.
Is it to masturbate while watching strangers have sex? Is it to go get off whenever you feel like it using another person? Or is it to cultivate romantic connection with just your partner and put your mind, your body, your soul towards that?
and I fully agree with you. The thing is, a lot of people in the chat was hating because I was saying normal things. I was saying like, because to me, I was bringing up things that offended them because I was bringing up their side of it. Because, you know, just as much as men, you know, lust and doing this whole cheating act, the same way I imagine a woman could also, you know, be doing that behind their man's back, you know.
Hmm.
It kind of goes both ways for me because I've seen it myself. I had a girl who was fully addicted, couldn't even stop it, you know, like using toys, all kinds of stuff. Now, as I got older, I realized I don't want somebody like that. I want somebody that actually cares about me, you know, doesn't do all kinds of weird stuff and is just normal, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Totally, man. You said you're 19 years old.
Yep.
Do you watch porn?
Nope. Not
How
anymore.
How long has it been since you watched porn?
It's been about a year's time, I want to say. I want to say a year's time
All right,
without
about a
one
year.
time ever.
Yeah. All right. So look, to anybody out there who thinks that there are not men out there, or that there aren't men who don't watch porn, here's your proof. This guy is 19 years old and for at least a year has come to the awareness that pornography was not serving him in his relationships.
Yep. Jesus healed me.
Jesus healed him. They do exist, people. They do exist. Now, is it uncommon, especially amongst that age demographic? Yes. But there is hope. Okay. W's in the chat.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Amen.
Thanks for sharing.
All right, see you, my boy.
Bye-bye. And for the person who said, I need you to talk to my boyfriend, I'd love to talk to your boyfriend. Have him schedule a call with me. Links in my bio. Quote of the day that I heard today. Quote of the day: a person will believe what they discover for themselves. A person will believe what they discover for themselves. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. They have to discover it for themselves. I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. All right. Next guest. Fancy Nancy. Hey there, what's going on? Hello. 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 Fancy Nancy? Hello. Hello. Neil is begging to get in, but Neil, you haven't even requested. If you want to join, you got to hit that request button. Hey there, what's going on?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, there's an echo for some reason. Is it
Oh.
me?
I don't hear it.
Oh, I can hear myself.
You
That's
can hear
really-
yourself? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry?
Hold on.
You got music going on back there too.
I do. Yes, I do. I'm sorry. That was my riding playlist. Okay.
Good.
All better now.
All right. Is
So,
porn cheating?
all right. So, if you are in a relationship that you both are absolutely monogamous and you believe that it is, and you have that agreement, then yes. But if you are open-minded, and you also have to think about the lifestyle community, because some people like to include other people or other fantasies, it is not.
Okay. Got it. Do you watch porn?
Okay, so this is really interesting. I actually work in the industry on the marketing side. So to answer your question, I don't, because I'm completely numb at this point.
All right. So what do you market?
So you know what copywriting is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I write a lot of copy for major sites and news sources. If you read an article online about the industry, I probably had something to do with that.
That's coming from the industry?
Yeah, so I'm not going to give out actual sites. I'm sure you wouldn't appreciate that either. But yeah, I write about the industry. I'll be at AVN in January. So I'm deep in the industry.
Got it. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29. All right. What got you into that?
So it's actually an interesting story, and thanks for asking because I love telling the story. I was living in South Carolina at the time, and I was writing just normal copy, working with coaches, dating coaches, and different types of offers online. You know how I think you actually, maybe you do it a certain way where it's almost like info products. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, long story short, I was just looking for more clients, and I started thinking about a niche that's underserved. And this was, by the way, this was 2018. And I started looking into e-com, and I started writing for some toy sites. And then I got connected with a guy over in Europe, and he has a huge site. And he connected me with other people. It was just kind of like by accident. And I've been working with this group of people ever since, and eventually started doing articles for news sites and a lot of the paid sites. And it's changed my life for the better. I love this industry. I love the people in it. We've got a few bad apples in the past. We've had, I'm not like the biggest fan of people like Max Hardcore, any like there's just some things out there that aren't tasteful. But yeah, that's kind of my story.
Interesting. And so you said you're like desensitized to it now. So was there a time in your life when you did watch pornography?
What was your question? I'm sorry.
Was there a time in your life when you did watch pornography?
Very rarely, because I actually grew up a Christian in the South, as you can probably tell by my voice. But I was always fascinated with it from a filmmaking aspect. It's actually funny. My goal is to become a director, and not like a performer director. You see that a lot, but an actual director. I think what we're missing in the industry, we got a lot of gonzo, which is basically just two people going at it, a lot of like POVs type stuff. But I think what we're missing is storylines, and not like Axel Braun parodies. I mean, shout out to Axel Braun, he's a legend. But I love, like, one of my favorite movies of all time is Caligula, because I think movies like that, first of all, Malcolm McDowell, best role ever. But I think it's real, it's honest. And as a love of film, or with my love of film, I just love seeing people being authentic, being themselves, unfiltered. It's really fascinating to me. So I don't know. I'm sorry for these long-winded questions.
What do you think of people like Joshua Broom? I'm sure you're familiar with him, who have left the industry. and now
Yeah,
kind
I
of.
actually watched his story. What was it on Fight the New Drug?
Well, he had his main one that kind of went viral was titled "She Hung Herself in a Park," and he talked about all his friends who were in the industry and unalived themselves.
There has been a lot of offs. I'll use that because I'm trying to be careful with. I'm not trying to get your live, but you know how TikTok is. Man, there's been a lot of sad death even this year. Oh, I didn't mean to use that word. Sorry, but Kylie Page. I never met her, but I heard she was just a very nice, free-spirited, fun person, and we lost her this year. You know, so yeah, there's been a lot of people who have passed away, and they've had their own struggles. But that's a big misconception about the industry is that it messes up people. I think people come into the industry messed up. That's why I'm thankful for agents like Mark Spiegler. Shout out to Mark Spiegler. He is the best agent because he actually convinces women not to. And the reason why he does is because if you're going to do this, you better be really able, like you would do it for free, because you're kind of insatiable. And those are the kind of people who should be in this industry.
Yeah, that I don't know who that is, man, but that's what you said. I mean, it sounds so good, but it's so not. Because what I heard was this guy weeds out the people who are probably going to break, and he only wants the ones who are going to stick with it.
Yeah, but exactly. That's a good thing though. You don't want the people who are going to break because the industry can kind of spit people out and reveal that hey, they really don't want to do this. Maybe they just wanted money. It's a great way to make money, but you better love it. So you're kind of just proving that he's one of the good ones,
No, I would not agree with that. I mean, just the whole pretense of it, of what's being sold there, right? But
that's coming from because I have a Christian background too. There's a lot of guilt there, probably for you. And I think, I don't really know your story, but let me ask you, did you have a problem at one point?
Yeah, I watched a lot of porn, cheated on my wife, blew up my marriage, blew up my life, and put it back together again. Still married, same woman after 14 years.
That's awesome.
I've worked through the guilt and shame, that's for sure. But I think the question is, I mean, prostitution has been around forever, right?
And it should be. I think it should be completely legal.
That's a whole nother question, whether it should be legal or not. But is it good and useful for people, right? Like, exactly what you're selling as a copywriter, right? You know how to write those words to draw people into this fantasy world, right?
Yeah, I've made a lot of people a lot of money.
You made a lot of people a lot of money, right? And the question is why? Like, why do you do that?
Are you're asking, or is that like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? It sounds like you're very talented. You're probably good at what you do.
Yeah, I mean, I was working, info products before, doing pretty well, and I think that's a great question. I asked myself this many times.
Yeah, and maybe even a different way to look at it. Like, would you date a woman who's like one of the women who you're marketing, who you're trying to sell her body or her content? Would you date them?
See, I don't look at it as selling body.
Well, that's what you're doing. You whether you look at it that way or not, that's the truth.
So I don't really date because I work so much. But to answer your question directly, I mean, considering that I want to be a director, probably. But we would just have to be really aligned on some other things. Because, relationships are way more than just what you do. And I don't know. I'm not in the space to really date right now.
No, got it. All right, man. Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. I could take maybe one or two more. A whole lot of nothing in that convo. Kenzie K, 25. Hey there, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Are you 18 or over?
I just turned 18 in June.
Okay. Is porn cheating?
Yes.
Okay. Why is that?
Sorry, what?
I said, why is that?
I feel like if you are watching porn, you're not fully committed to your partner.
Okay.
I've been in 2 relationships where porn has been a big problem. And I feel like that's kind of a gateway. I feel like if you're watching porn, you're not fully committed to your partner, and it's not monogamy, which can lead to other problems.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So do you watch porn?
No.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Do
Sorry.
you want to add anything else?
No, actually.
All right. Thanks for sharing. One second. I think my guests are getting an echo. I'll have to fix that later. What can a person do who has cheated on their partner to help build their trust back? Great question, Crockpot. Great question. Show consistent, and Sun Princess, there is coming back from it. There is coming back from it. You have to show consistent, trustworthy behavior over time. And for the partner who's been betrayed, you got to believe the behavior that you're seeing. Don't believe the words. Talk is cheap. People are not what they say they do or what they're going to do. People are what they do. So if you want to show your partner that you are actually changing, which is possible, by the way, you have to change your behavior and show it to them consistently over time. It is not enough to say, oh, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. And get some help. The odds of becoming clean after using pornography or being addicted to pornography for a period of time within 6 months without getting help is basically 0%. The odds of relapse within 6 months is basically 100% if you're not getting some sort of help. And you're also not going to change a 10, 20, 30, 40 year pornography habit overnight by just saying, I'm done with it. You have to go figure out what was going on for you that got you into it in the first place and rewire your brain, your limiting beliefs, your beliefs about porn, sex, monogamy, marriage, and figure out what you're wanting to do going forward. How can I believe my boyfriend has stopped watching it? Well, he's got to show you that. What behavior was he doing that he's no longer doing anymore that he can show you? Callie, I'm going to bring you on.
Hello.
What's going on?
I'm echoey.
You
Should
hear an
I-
echo too? Yeah, no, it's me. It's not you.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Should I drop how?
No, actually, hold on. Hold on. Is that better?
Yeah, I think no.
No? Okay. I don't know. You got to deal with it, I guess.
Okay, I'll drop and come back.
Okay. Chat. That should have fixed it. After betrayal of cheating, if you stay, you're going to have anxiety forever. Not necessarily, Sun Princess. Not if you heal through the betrayal. There's a great book by Michelle Mays called The Betrayal Bind, which helps betrayed partners navigate through betrayal and heal through it. It's a very good book. This is what we use for my women's betrayal groups. Such a good book. All right, I'm going to get off here, chat. I probably will come on later tonight after my groups this evening, which will be at around 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time or 8:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Great being with you all today. If you don't follow me already, give me a follow if you like my content. If you don't like my content, no problem. Follow me anyways. Come back and argue with the people in my comments sometime. And by the way, I'm a coach. I do one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching, both for men who are wanting to break free from their unwanted sexual behavior, as well as women who want to heal through the betrayal that you've experienced. You can go to the link in my bio for resources, and maybe we can chat someday privately, not on Zoom in front of the whole world to see. Though that's fun too, if you want to do that next time I'm live. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Make it a great day or not. The choice is always yours. Nobody else's. It's your choice. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.